Yes, I got to you. Well, you love them down in Tokyo. Well, then she asked me to basketball. I'll be dancing with myself. So there's no one else inside. Well, I'm proud and loaded eyes. But if I had a chance, I just want to dance. And
We're starting your first ever birthday video. Who's that band on the wall there?
That's Green Day. Oh, we're gonna go see it in August thanks to a certain someone.
Who would that
Rock's
be?
face.
That's your birthday present. You're gonna go see Green Day.
Rock face.
Jamie, why don't you introduce your friend?
This is Ree.
Hi.
She's my BFF. I don't even have to re-answer this question. Brianna is my best friend.
Okay, so Jamie, a natural place to start would be what color is your hair these days?
Well, right now it has black chunks.
Yeah.
With some pink with the black chunks.
Yeah.
So it's got like pink chunks, black chunks, and the rest of it is blonde.
The only thing we have in common in that sense is that my hair is also in chunks. But you can't see it. How many different colors of hair have you had this year?
Just this year, starting in January, it was brown, and then it faded to red.
And then you bleached it blonde.
Well, no, first I bleached it orange.
Oh yeah.
Like orange, and then I
That was
bleached it
after
blonde.
it was red though.
Yeah, it was after it was red, and then it was like a bright orange,
Mhm.
like Broncos orange, and then it was like blonde. Yeah, it was pretty much blonde. It was like yellow blonde.
And now it's this.
Well, no, it also had a couple of other colors in
yeah.
between that because it went from being blonde to being like the yellow with like the midnight blue chunks at the bottom. Like
then
the,
it was
the
pink.
tips. And then I bleached the blue out, and then it was just hot pink all over.
Okay.
And now it's just hot pink hair and then black.
And the uncle question has to be, are you worried at any point that you're not going to have any hair left to bleach?
In which case, I am going to buy a wig.
Or maybe several wigs. She'll look awesome.
Yeah,
Every
I'll buy
day.
several wigs and I'll like wear a different one every day. Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling my hair's gonna be fine. Like the singer Pink, she bleaches her hair like once a month. She's still got a healthy head of it.
So you're not worried about it.
Nope. I don't care if it does fall out. Que sera, sera.
Favorite color?
I have 3:
Uh-huh.
sherbet orange, hot pink, and lime green.
All together.
All together.
At the same time?
Yes.
Same time.
What color does that make when you mix them all
No,
together?
no,
No, you
not,
don't-
not mixed, but together.
It's a Neapolitan.
It's
Of,
yes, it is.
in a sense.
It's
Okay.
a- it's near-
Okay. Who's your favorite band?
Oh, that's a hard one. That's a really, really hard
I
one.
can answer that one for myself. It's Tickle Me Pink.
Okay.
Yeah, you're even wearing the shirt. I don't know. I like a lot of them right now. I mean, I really love Coheed and Cambria. I love Jimmy Eat World. Green Day is still one of my personal favorites. I still love Yellow Card. I still love Panic, though they're not like at the tippy top of my favorites anymore. They were just I had a fling with Panic.
And then
A
you've
really
got,
intense fling. I've got Tickle Me Pink.
Flings
I've got
are
like
good.
Single File. I've got
303.
like I love 303. But I don't really like their like music. I like their sense of humor.
Yeah.
It's fun to dance to, but it doesn't mean anything to me, you know.
All right. Favorite movie that you've seen lately?
My favorite movie that I've seen lately is Benjamin Button. My favorite movie always will be Big Fish.
Benjamin Button.
The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. It was intense.
It was
and
really
it is
romantic
really
and sad.
It was really romantic, and it's really rare that a movie can make me cry. That one made me bawl. Like I was uncontrollable sobbing in the back of the movie theater. It was pathetic.
We looked like goth kids while doing it, and then we wandered
Yeah.
in the bathroom, and some prep looked at us like, why are the goths crying?
It was really funny.
So,
We had like all this eyeliner on. All, like, the
You stumble on an important point. You know, you're sort of identified as a goth
Only
In a
sometimes,
way.
no.
Those
no,
kids.
no, we're like
no,
scene
just
kids.
it depends on what
But-
we're wearing.
But if kids look at you, you know, you got the eyeshadow look going. You got.
Yeah,
you,
well, I
you-
don't
you
do this
got-
every day though.
Yeah, but looking back on some of our previous birthday interviews,
Yeah.
there's been a fascination with Tim Burton. There has
Yeah,
been
there's-
The Nightmare Before
But
Christmas.
see, there's so
There'd be
much
a
happy in my life, and goth kids are so sad. I like to think of myself as more of a fashion revolutionary. I'm none of the current stereotypes because I am my own.
excellent.
Yeah.
I like that very much.
I am a sophomore going to be a junior in high school. I'm 16 years old. No, I'm not driving. The school I'm
Favorites.
going to is Alpine Valley.
Alpine Valley. And how
Awesome.
long have you been going there?
This upcoming is going to be my 5th year.
This
Longest.
is going to be my 12th year.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. Okay, this is like the longest I've ever been at a school. It's 5 years.
Favorite book that you've read lately,
Tweak. Nicholas Sheff.
which is what?
Which is actually a drug addict's memoir.
Well, what does that tell us about you, Jamie?
That I have kind of a sick fascination with drug addicts.
Mm-hmm.
What is
Not drugs, drug addicts. They're interesting. I also have like the Heroin Diaries by Nikki Sixx. But what started the thing with Tweak by Nick Sheff was actually the memoir his dad wrote.
Oh, beautiful boy.
Yeah, which is about like his life, and then it got me really interested in the kid's life.
Yeah.
And it just sort of yeah, that light switch
Sorry.
that light switch is broken.
That's fine.
It just kind of it got me interested in looking more into the genre of, you know, and so many of the people who I like admire and listen to, you know, have been or done the whole drug thing, so it got me interested in like the experiences that they have, and you know what's the bottom for them, what's their quitting point, stuff like that. The psychology of it's really interesting.
And as a 16-year-old kid, tempted yourself to experiment in finding out what that culture is all about?
I have more fun sitting and laughing at them.
Okay.
Yeah, like, and then I'll be at a party, and, you know, someone will be like, hey, you want to hit out this joint? And I'll be like, no, I'd rather watch you get stoned and run into walls. That's hilarious. I have more fun being sober at parties, because then I get to see everyone else do stupid shit, and then I remember it later, and they don't. And I can be like, I took a picture of that.
I do believe that in however many years we've been doing that could be the first profanity we've heard out of you. But I guess
that's because I gave up on censoring myself, because my mom said, hey, we all have our vices. I guess I can live with you swearing just so long as you don't do drugs, don't, you know, steal people's cars, don't do graffiti, don't be in a gang, don't be a bad kid. I can deal with you swearing.
All right, TV shows.
House.
Scrubs.
Favorite subject in school?
I love writing. I adore writing.
You like
and fashion design.
Yeah.
And writing and fashion design, if those could be considered subjects.
Well, just tell me what your favorite writing project of the past year was, something you created.
Werewolf.
Yeah, I've been working on this for like 4 years with Kennedy.
That's where Gabe's from.
Yeah, that's where Gabe's from. Mr.
Just
Gabe.
to remind you, there's Gabe.
Yeah, there's Gabriel.
Okay.
And that's like my favorite, and we've been working on it for a really long time, and it's this kind of, I don't want to say epic fantasy because I hate epic fantasy. I gave up on writing epic fantasy a long time ago. I don't do epic fantasy. I do like real-time, like character-oriented stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really enjoy the fantasy because, you know, fantasy what it does is it tells like a great story, but then the characters are all 2 or 3 dimensional, and you'll notice from fantasy story to fantasy story, they're all the same. They just have different adventures, but they're the same person having different adventures. So it gets so boring, and I like people more than that, and I like characters. So I've been getting really into the character writing genre. But this has a lot of fantasy in it because
They're werewolves.
Yeah, my writing partner is obsessed with fantasy, and I'm like, God, can we?
They're
But it's okay,
werewolves. They're
because
trying
it
to
ended up
stop
being
the end of the
really
world.
And
Gotta
like,
save the world.
It's your responsibility. Yeah, they're like, okay, we kind of like living, so we're gonna save the world. It's entirely selfish. They're not like, we want to save the people. They're like, yeah, we like living, and everyone else is too lazy to do it.
So what's a typical Friday night like with you and your friends?
This. Games.
Games.
Sometimes
What
the
games?
computer.
What games?
If it's
This is
working.
Kingdom Hearts 2 currently.
This is Kingdom Hearts 2.
It's on pause.
It's on pause. We play like a lot of like role play,
Type games.
epic
Sometimes
fantasy stuff. I
sometimes
like writing. I don't like writing epic. I do like playing it.
Yeah.
And sometimes we like to shoot rabbits in the faces with plungers. Toilet plungers.
Let's talk about major events of the past year. One of which I would say, politically, something happened in the world this past year that may have had an impact on your life. What
Give
would
me
that be?
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama says I can change the world.
This is my Barack Obama action figure because I am a Barack Obama fangirl because I was in his grassroots.
Hold on, he's waving.
Grassroots.
He's waving.
Grassroots.
Hi.
Grassroots political movement. I got to knock on people's doors election day and tell them to get their butts out and vote.
He waves.
And we did not have a lot of luck in the projects, ringing doorbells and raising hell, but we did have quite a bit of luck.
We got to go to the Democrat
suburbs.
thing.
We got to go to the DNC.
That was fun.
DNC.
That was the
DNC.
Democratic National Convention in Denver.
Yes, it was so freaking cool. It
You
was
saw
so much
bands too. You had some fun.
fun. We didn't actually see bands at the DNC. At the
We
DNC,
just
we
kind of
missed the
went.
bands. We wandered around. We met a bunch of really cool people. We marched
protested
a
a
little
little.
bit. Dude, yeah.
What were you
Just a little.
protesting?
We didn't protest. We just shouted random hilarious nonsense
Because other people were protesting against gay people.
yeah, and so we were like, Jesus is our gay best friend, and then people got mad at us, and we were like, no, not like that kind of gay. I mean, we mean he likes gay people.
Right.
And then people got upset and offended, and then we were like, no, chill. And then they were like, oh, I get it, okay. And it was like,
There you go.